Howdy folks, we are back. It's been a minute, but we are back with another Draft League battle. This time it's myself, the Arizona Birds of Prey, against Mogu's Green Bay Pikas. We're coming off of a loss last week, put that in air quotes, because it's been a while since I've battled. But we're going to try and get back into the win column here against Mogu. He brought pretty much everything I assumed he would. The only thing on his team that gives me a fair amount of trouble is Cresselia, but that's why we picked up Alolan Muck. Crud is making his debut, so we'll see how we do. Still have my fire theme team trainer card. That's good. And sure enough, leads Ninetales to be predicted. We're going to lead Screamtail because I would like to get my rocks up as quickly as possible because, if he's not running boots on things, it's going to cause problems for his team, so... Okay, so we do get our rocks up, they stay in. What are they going to go for? Go for Will-O-Wisp and miss. That is unfortunate, but very good to know that he is running Will-O-Wisp because that could be problematic for a fair amount of things on my team. I don't know that I really want Screamtail to get burned. So the question is, do I go to Colossal, predicting him to just go for Willow again to try and burn something, get the Flash Fire, and then maybe Terra on the following turn in case he has Scorching Sands? Could be a good play. If he switches to something, wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. Let's just try that. This is where I may regret not running Steam Engine, because that would have been... Oh no, I think Steam Engine maybe is only if I get damaged by something. So yeah, Flash Fire gets the boost. I'm just going to commit my Terra because I don't want to have the quad weakness to ground moves, which I know Ninetales gets in the form of Scorching Sands. You know... I bet you a Temper Flare in the sun after a Flash Fire boost with the Fire Terra is probably going to do about as much as a super effective move would. I could be wrong, but it also covers for a possible switch. Let's do it. So obviously he's running Drought and not Flash Fire himself, so there's no worry there. Yeah, so they do go Scorching Sands. Can't burn me because I'm still a Fire type, and that does nothing because we're max Spadef with Assault Vest. Temper Flare does more than half, so that's solid right there. I'm going to mix it up and go for a Rock Blast here in case he maybe goes to like Gyarados or something. He's got a very interesting team because it's mostly a Sun team, but then he also has Gyarados, which obviously doesn't enjoy the sun. Sometimes I've seen Mogu play where he'll lead Gyarados and just try to like poke holes in the opposing team and then do his sun shenanigans after the fact, but he went straight for sun this time. Goes for Willow. That is not going to work. I don't think that Flash Fire stacks. And then Rock Blast is going to take it out. So Cole KOs Ninetales with Rock Blast. Alright, one down. It's also good because barring him running Sunny Day on something, that's the end of his sun. So we take away that positive, which makes me think he may want to go to like Raging Bolt here to try and take advantage of what sun turns he has left. Maybe that or like Charizard, but he just saw Rock Blast. Okay, so he does go Raging Bolt. Takes a little bit of Stealth Rock Chip, and then gets the special attack boost from Photosynthesis. The thing is, though, Colossal is kind of our, well, semi-check to this because we have the AV. So I'm just going to stay in and fire off an Earthquake. Dragon Pulses, I don't think that's going to do much. It does not. Earthquake also doesn't do much, so maybe a bit of a stalemate here. Still got a fair amount of sun turns to go. I'll just fire off another Earthquake. Okay, so he switches. That's a good switch. He's probably going to go into Charizard, predicting another Earthquake, or to Gyarados. There we go. Takes a Stealth Rock Chip. Earthquake fails. So I'm assuming that that powers up Temper Flare. Not that it's like a great idea to go for that against Gyarados, but let's go back to Screamtail in case he wants to go for like Dragon Dance or something. We can maybe try and Encore him. Because I think with this, if the sun is still up, it's hard to, yeah, so it is still up. I should get the speed boost with my own Photosynthesis. He goes for Earthquake, okay. So that does a fair amount. And he's Life Orb, okay. So that's also good to know. So Gyarados, EQ, Life Orb. Well, we do have Thunderbolt on Screamtail to try and catch this thing off guard. Thought maybe if he would lead Gyarados, we could surprise it, but can just try that now. Nothing on his team, barring Raging Bolt, is going to appreciate that or the potential Parachance, so let's see if he stays in. Maybe goes for like Crunch or something. Does stay in, we outspeed, Thunderbolt. Oh, barely not enough. And then he goes for the Dragon Dance. Okay. So regardless of what he does, he's going to perish to the Life Orb recoil, I think. Yeah, he would have to. So the thing is, okay, so sunlight goes away, so I think we also lose our speed boost. So I'm just gonna throw up a wish, hoping that we live whatever hit he goes for, which is waterfall. We do live it on 4. So Gera faints to their own life orb. And we get a wish up. Okay, so that was a solid turn on our end. So Gera faints to life orb. Alright, 2 down. We've got a wish up, but we're not running protect, so I can't reliably stay in. Goes to Hitmonchan. Could try and just wish up Charlie. Might not be a terrible idea. Alternatively, well, he may be running like Bullet Punch. I'm just going to try and pass the wish. We might as well, because we were able to get it off living that on 4, which is crazy. And Colossal is annoying when it's at high health, so let's see how we do. Goes for Fake Out. Okay. Gets a crit. Doesn't matter all that much, because we wish and nearly come back to full health. Love that. Let's go for a Temper Flare here. So here, I would predict him to maybe go for Rapid Spin. Yeah, so there goes our rocks, but we can now punish Hitmonchan with a hefty hit here. Okay, that doesn't do nearly as much as I was hoping. I know that Hitmonchan is really beefy from the special defensive side, but it took that really well. Just Fake Out and Rapid Spin. I mean, he'll probably have like Drain Punch and then maybe another priority move, but let's go into Slowbro, because Slowbro does not care about what Hitmonchan can do. So Drain Punch is going to do 0, because I think we quad resist that. Potentially what we could do here is maybe Calm Mind up, but that might be a little early because he still has Cresselia, which is a problem. Would he stay in here? Probably not. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make kind of a ballsy switch here. I'm going to predict him to switch out because Hitmonchan can't do anything to Slowbro. And I'm going to switch to Scream Tail, and if I'm faster than what he switches in, we can get our rocks back up. Ah, and he goes knockoff. Okay. Fair play, fair play. So Hitmonchan KOs Scream with Knock. So Indeedee is not going to appreciate a knockoff, but we can get our terrain up and shut down priority moves, and also power up our psychic attacks. And I think we should naturally outspeed Hitmonchan unless he's running like a lot of speed investment, which would be kind of odd, especially given how well he took the Temper Flare. So Let's just fire off a Psychic here. Goes for knockoff. We barely live. Is this going to be enough? No. Wow. That stinks. Okay. So he does outspeed. That's interesting. So he's got to be running some type of speed investment. I'll save Indeedee and go to Slowbro, because now we can start firing off terrain-boosted expanding forces. I don't know that Slowbro is going to appreciate a knockoff all that much, but like we have Regenerator, so if we lose Black Sludge, that's not a big deal. Man, Hitmonchan is being annoying. It's just living a wide variety of hits. I probably should have ran more special attack investment on Indeedee for that reason, but like I said, I didn't do like a ton of prep. I had a couple of mocks with Vaughn, a couple of mocks I think with Zach and Sean, but that was ages ago, so. So do I want to Calm Mind here? Is that maybe too greedy? Yeah, probably too greedy. Let's just Expanding Force with the boost. Goes for knock, does a fair amount, and get rid of our Black Sludge, but like I said, I don't know that we care all that much. And then Slowbro G KOs Chan with expanding. Alright, well Hitmonchan finally goes down, but a solid showing from the OG. So he's got Raging Bolt, Charizard, and Cresselia left. I feel like he's going to have to go Cresselia here because nothing else is going to appreciate an Expanding Force, but we'll see. Goes into Raging Bolt. Interesting. Well, he could like drop a Draco here, which would be scary, but I don't know that we need Slowbro anymore. Slowbro is kind of my dedicated check if he brought Garganackle. So let's just Expanding Force again, see if we live a hit. I doubt it if he goes especially for a Draco Meteor. We might live a Dragon Pulse? Nope. Alrighty. Raging Bolt, KOs, Slowbro with Dragon Pulse. So do I want to go Flygon here? How much health was he on? I feel like he's been chipped a little bit, so I would assume maybe Earthquake would kill? Because he might be running like AV or Calm Mind, so he might not have a ton of defensive investment. Do I want to go for Scale Shot? Yes, because it covers for a switch, so let's do that. We gotta hit it though. I missed a few Scale Shots in mocks, and that is not a good feeling because I think it's 90% accurate, but as we know, Pokemon logic, 90% is more like 60%, so we'll see. Okay, so he does switch out, so he made the right call not going for Earthquake because everything else is immune to that. Cresselia is not going to take probably anything from Scale Shot, even with loaded dice, which is unfortunate. Hit 4 times, our defense falls. speed rises. And they're gonna get some leftovers recovery. I'm predicting an ice beam, but our answer is always muck. Moonblast does a piddling amount of damage, gets a special attack drop that does not matter. And now I can safely fire off a knockoff because nothing is going to appreciate that. Man, I really dislike Cresselia. Of all the legends, it's probably my least favorite. It is just so annoyingly bulky, and without a real dedicated check, it can get out of hand real quick, so... I doubt he stays in here, but he may, just because he doesn't want to risk getting damage on Charizard or Raging Bolt. Certainly not Raging Bolt at this point, because that's probably what he needs to beat me. But Charizard without Sun is not nearly as frightening. Okay, goes for Moonlight. Maybe thought I was going to be faster, which I'm not. The knockoff doesn't do all that much, but we do get the Poison Touch. That is huge. So, I think now we just go, well, knockoff is super effective, but now he doesn't have an item, so I think Poison Jab is maybe stronger. I don't know the quick math on that, so I'm just going to go Poison Jab in case he switches, and he does. Goes to Charizard. Nice shiny Charizard. So we catch this with Poison Jab. We do not get the poison on that turn. Let's just go for Poison Jab again. We're AV, so like this is not going to do much. Don't burn, please. Doesn't get the burn. Beautiful. Poison Jab, do we get the poison? And we do. Alright, Poison Touch coming through. Crud's first battle. Love to see it. Hurt by the poison. Do we want to get cheeky and predict another Scorching Sands and go to Tallulah here? Sure. Why not? This is a risky play, one that I probably don't need to make, but he doesn't have a reason not to go for Scorching Sands again, and he does. Perfect. Okay, so Charizard is going to fall to the poison damage. Charizard gets 2 poison from Muck. So now all he has left is Raging Bolt and the aforementioned Cresselia. Goes to Bolt. He might be like baiting an Earthquake, but I already went for Scale Shot once on this thing. I can't imagine he's running like Scarf. That'd be really weird. Let's go for Earthquake just because I don't want to miss, and if he goes to Cresselia, we just go to Muck. So Earthquake is going to hit and take it out. Beautiful. Alrighty. So Flygon KOs Raging Bolt with Earthquake. And so now all he has left is the Demon Spawn Cresselia, but that thing is poisoned because Muck is awesome. we go into Muck in case he just goes for Moonblast, because, again, this thing is so bulky, I can't imagine a Scale Shot even with 5 hits is going to take it out from there. When I was doing mocks, even at like +1, Scale Shot was doing nothing to Cresselia, so it was not the matchup that we wanted. Hurt by poison. Guess we just give him the jab. Moonblast again, he's pretty much conceding defeat at this point. I appreciate that he's not just going for endless Moonlights. Poison Jab does basically 0. Can mix it up and go for a knockoff here. And again, he's just going to go for Moonblast. I appreciate not delaying the inevitable here. And knockoff is going to take out Cresselia. So there's a win. We're back into the win column. Muck KOs Cress. And that is the game. GG Mogu. I think my team is just built to beat yours. Sometimes that just happens, but GG. Good game.